Hello everyone, welcome to Manchester United news updates. Hope you enjoyed the video. Erik ten Hag might have already cost Ruben Amorim dream Man United transfer. Ruben Amorim is among the early favourites to replace Erik ten Hag at Manchester United, and one of his first signings at Old Trafford may already have been ruined by the Red Devils' start to the season. Ruben Amorim's hopes of signing Victor Gyökeres for Manchester United already appear to be dead after the Sporting Lisbon star's dream was revealed. The Portuguese tactician has been strongly linked with his own move to Old Trafford. Amorim has emerged as the clear favourite to succeed Erik ten Hag, with Red Devils chiefs considering activating his release clause. While there is still some work to do, focus has already switched to potential signings he could make in Manchester. One of those is star forward Victor Gyökeres. The former Brighton, Swansea and Coventry man has become one of the most sought-after strikers in world football since signing for Sporting Lisbon. And the chances of him leaving Sporting might have increased after it was claimed in Germany that his release clause has dropped dramatically. But United already find themselves on the back foot given that Gyökeres has already expressed a burning desire to play in the Champions League. Speaking earlier this season, he said, "I think everyone that plays football always has a dream of playing in the Champions League. So yeah, we're excited, let's see. I think we aim to win the matches we play wherever we go. I think that applies in the Champions League also. So we will go for the win, and we will see how far that can take us." United are of course in the Europa League this season, while they already some way off the pace when it comes to the Champions League places for next term. The Red Devils sit 14th after a disastrous start to the season under Erik ten Hag, and 7 points behind 4th-placed Aston Villa. While early days, it's going to take a dramatic turnaround to earn a spot at Europe's top table. Despite that, Amorim's influence could go a long way in getting Gyökeres to Old Trafford. The striker's agent Hassan Satinkaya admitted earlier this year that he was a driving force behind Gyökeres' move to Sporting Lisbon. Speaking to Ebola, he said, "It doesn't surprise me that Ruben is being linked to Liverpool, it's normal, his work is of a high level, it's what the clubs are looking for." Yes, it will be more difficult for Victor to stay if Ruben Amorim leaves Sporting, because Victor came precisely because of Ruben. "The day we met, I said to Ruben, 'Here's my boy, he came to Sporting because of you.'" Ruben Amorim turned down 5 Premier League clubs before Man United move, here's why. Ruben Amorim is set to become the next Manchester United manager, with the 39-year-old having previously been linked with a host of Premier League clubs. Ruben Amorim has been turning heads in the Premier League for quite a while, but it's only now that he seems poised to make his grand entrance into England's top flight. Insiders are buzzing with news that Manchester United have earmarked the 39-year-old gaffer as their top choice to replace Erik ten Hag, with reports he has verbally agreed to a move to Old Trafford. Previously, Amorim committed himself to the reigning Portuguese champs despite some seriously overtures from the Premier League. But which English titans have tried and failed to sweep Amorim off his feet? Amorim was touted to replace Graham Potter, but back then the pull of Sporting was too much. Amorim opened up to Diario de Noticias about his love affair with Sporting, declaring, "I'm not looking for anything. And by the way, I want to value what I have and not what is said. And it's been said so many times. I've already said it." He also admitted to having talks with other clubs, a fact that Sporting was privy to, but reiterated his wish to remain. "I've had contacts with other clubs, Sporting even knows, but I always wanted to stay because I like being at Sporting," he added, reports The Mirror. In the end, Chelsea chose Mauricio Pochettino, who only lasted a season before Enzo Maresca took over as head coach in the summer. Ten Hag's shaky start at United last season, losing 5 out of his first 10 league games, had Amorim pegged as a strong contender for replacement. However, when questioned by journalists, he confirmed that a move to Old Trafford was not on the horizon. Although he noted that United hadn't approached him, despite the vigorous attempts to secure his services. But perhaps it was always destined that he would land at United, following in the footsteps of his mentor Jose Mourinho. Why Ruben Amorim turned down moves to Manchester United's Premier League rivals. Sporting CP manager Ruben Amorim is set to finally move to the Premier League, with Manchester United having previously snubbed a number of English clubs for various reasons. Sporting Lisbon boss Ruben Amorim has been on the Premier League's radar for some time, but a move to England hasn't materialised for various reasons. Now it seems he's edging closer to his much-anticipated leap to the English top tier, with Manchester United eyeing the 39-year-old as their prime candidate to fill the shoes of the recently departed Erik ten Hag. Discussions between United and Sporting are underway regarding a compensation package for the two-time Primera Liga winner, who has 3 release clauses in his contract, with United hoping to pay the smallest, worth £8.3 million. Amorim has previously pledged his future to the defending champions when faced with reported interest from Premier League clubs. Mirror Football delves into the English giants that Amorim has previously turned down and the reasons for his decisions. When it comes to Chelsea, Amorim was in the mix to take over from Graham Potter in 2022, yet he made it clear that he wasn't interested, choosing to stay put in Portugal. Speaking to Diario de Noticias, Amorim expressed his contentment with his position at Sporting, saying, "I'm not looking for anything. And by the way, I want to value what I have and not what is said. And it's been said so many times. I've already said it." He also acknowledged having had discussions with other clubs, which Sporting was aware of, but affirmed his desire to stay put. "I've had contacts with other clubs, Sporting even knows, but I always wanted to stay because I like being at Sporting," he added. Ultimately, Chelsea appointed Mauricio Pochettino, who only lasted a season before Enzo Maresca took over as head coach in the summer. Ten Hag's rocky start at United last season, losing 5 out of his first 10 league games, had Amorim touted as a hot candidate for replacement. Yet, when pressed by reporters, he confirmed that a switch to Old Trafford was not on the cards, although he pointed out that United hadn't approached him, despite their intensive efforts to snap up his services. However, perhaps it was always written in the stars that he would end up at United, following in the footsteps of his mentor. Thanks for watching. See you in the next latest updates of Manchester news.